Hello there, guys, girls, gamers, everyone. It's me, GenuineParts, and we're back to Hino Seranye Ko Hirogete. Something like that. Probably completely wrong. It's If My Heart Had Wings! And we looked at the sky with Kotori, and the good news is the sprite lingering issue should have been fixed. So let's dive in. Less talking, more playing. What is this? After school, we went to the garage and saw large amounts of cardboard boxes and tin cans piled up.
Yeah, 君たち.
Oh, yes, it is us, guys. What is all this?
おお、ついに届いたのね.
What? The materials for the materials for the wings. Before Eman answers, Agea comes in after us and her eyes sparkle as she looks on.
主翼を製作するための資材だ。外にまだあるから運ぶのを手伝ってくれないか?
Sure. Then, with a great deal of effort, we carry the materials. Agea goes to check them off against the purchase order.
OK! 全部来てまーす! よし。
Okay. Okay.
これでようやく翼が作れる!
She is way too happy about the wings. Agea is extremely enthusiastic.
この大きなのは何? でっかい割にやたら軽いけど。発泡スチロールだ。型を作るのに使う。型翼の長さは約8メートル。その型を取るんだからかなりの量必要になるのよ。
Well, I leave that to you girls. The power girls. Making the wings? I guess I'm not the technical guy. That must be why there are such large amounts of other materials too.
それが完成すれば飛べるようになるのよね。じゃあ早く作りましょう。
Okay. I'm going to the simulator then, I guess. Kotori is also keen to start, but it's not like she knows how to make them. How do we make them? Is it something we can do here?
FRP で作るから多分特殊な機材はほとんどいらないと思う。広さ的にも問題ないんじゃないかな。
If I'm really focusing and not looking at the camera, it's not because, oh, you guys, I love you all. I would look at you the whole day. I'm just trying to concentrate because I started learning Japanese. I showed you the book, and I try. I don't want to embarrass myself by speaking it, because I'm not pretty far yet. But I try to understand some words that I've already learned, so it's not going well so far. But you know, I try. Amane senpai. That's what I understand. That's probably what I understand before too.
ああ、前もここで作ったしな。
Well, then you should have no problems making them here. But what is that FRP stuff? It's fiber reinforced plastic. Didn't you listen? I'm not familiar with the term, but listen. It's made from effort. Agea explained it to you already.
主翼を作るための素材になる。
Yeah. Strengthened plastic. Wow, what? I mean, aside from the typo, what's so hard to understand about strengthened plastic? Even as I say it, it still doesn't make sense. It's reinforced plastic. The broken wings are propped against the wall. They are smooth and hard to touch. I thought it would be made from aluminum or something. Well, no, we have to really save every gram of weight.
プラスチックなんかで割れちゃったりしないの?
Oh, Kotori, that's why they reinforce it. I'm sorry, I'm an engineer, okay? ask sorry, asks Kotori. That's hard. As she looks at the broken pieces.
それは大丈夫。ちゃんと作ればね。おかしいな。ちゃんと作ったのにな。
Akira, you hurt a man's feelings. A man goes deep into thought as she looks at the broken pieces next to Kotori.
FRP ってすっごい頑丈なの。
FRP って。
プラスチックにガラス繊維を混ぜて強度を上げたものなんだけど、考え方は鉄筋コンクリートと同じかな。
Reinforced concrete?
ほら、あれってコンクリートの中に鉄筋を通すじゃない？コンクリートは硬いけど、引っ張られたり曲げられたりする力に弱いの。鉄筋を通すことでその弱点を補ってるわけ。 FRP も同じで、硬いけど弾性率が低いプラスチックにガラス繊維を混ぜることで強化するの。
I see. I'll just go along with it for now. Apparently I don't see. I'm not sure if I understand or not. What? Really, Aoi? You cannot be that dense. As for the finer details, we probably learn those in class sooner or later. That's the kind of school it is.
どうして徹夜アルミじゃなく、その FRP っていうのを使うの？
Weight savings, Kotori. Weight savings.
いくつか利点があるんだけど、多分グライダー製作には最も適した素材なんじゃないかな。そうだな。現在グライダーの素材としては FRP がメジャーだ。強度はもちろんのこと、プラスチックなので金属で作るよりも軽量化できる。加工が簡単でコストも安め。後から補修もできるし腐食もしない。
Those are the other advantages, yes. Amane agrees with each point with a nod.
ちなみに FRP は意外と身近なものにも使われてるのよ。
Oh? What could those be?
車のバンパーや漁船の船体などがそうだな。
Yeah, okay, that's true. Aren't they made of fiberglass that's like, you know,
公園
coated?
のスワンボートとか、あとあれ、ケンタの店先に立ってるカーネルおじさん。
As she mentions the colonel, Kotori and I nod in agreement. I've touched the colonel statue many times and also had silly photos taken next to it with my friends from the cycle racing club. So that's FRP, huh?
カーネルおじさんと同じ素材でグライダーもできてるのか。
You look disappointed by that. Kotori murmured, but I wasn't sure if she was happy because she felt the glider was somehow more familiar than she realized, or because her dream was shattered just a little. How exactly do we make them? Well, you make a form.
そうね、簡単に説明すると、
You make a form, put the fiberglass onto it, and then cure it.
まず型を作るでしょ、翼の。それに
Yeah.
FRP の素材を塗っていくんだけど、まずはこっちの。
Agia opens one of the boxes that had just arrived and pulls out some sort of cloth.
このガラスマットを敷くのね。これがさっき言ったガラス繊維。その上から樹脂を塗り、またガラスマットを敷いて、また塗ってって繰り返すの。
Also, shouldn't you lay like the fiber? That's microphone bumping. Shouldn't you lay the fiberglass like one layer this direction and one layer right across? So you have the strength in both directions? I don't know. I'm not an expert on building gliders.
あとはそれが固まるのを待って取り外して。
And it's complete?
まだよ。表面をピカピカに磨いて塗装すれば完成。
Yeah, and I guess all the stuff like the ailerons install and stuff.
簡単そうね。今説明したのはあくまでかいつまんでだからね。実際はもっと手順が多い。これだけ大きなものを作るとなると 通のやり方じゃ通用しない場面も出てくる。まあ一個ずつ進めていきましょう。先輩、設計図見せてもらっていいですか？
先輩。As Agea looks at the plans, she and Amane start discussing something.
なるほど。ここは分割して後から接合するしかなさそうですね。しかしそうすると重量の問題が出てくる。あまり重くすると。
Oops. Wrong. The conversation moves on to things that we don't understand.
先輩、主翼作りなんですけど、私に任せてもらえませんか？構わないぞ。
Okay, she doesn't mind.
いいだろうからな。
You're pretty harsh to her. What's wrong with me?
ありがとうございます。ハバネさ
ん。She nearly misspoke here. Kotori is surprised to hear her name called out all of a sudden. I think it's about time for them to start being more friendly towards each other, but... 何
かしら。ハバネさんも手伝ってね。もちろん、そのつもりよ。
I'll help too.
葵はいいや。手が足りない時だけで、シミュレータの方を優先して。
Okay. Kotori gives me an uneasy glance. I'll leave it to you two then.
おお、任された。
Sorry. With that, Agea became the one in charge of making the main wings, and then got to work on making them. Okay.
じゃあ教えた通りやってみよっか。
The music is really great.
まず発泡スチロールで型を作る。けどポリエステル樹脂が発泡スチロールを溶かすから、先に上からコーティング。
Oh. She's learning fast. Until just now, Kotori had been taking Agea's impromptu FRP course. She had been seriously taking notes and reads them back as they proceed with the work. By the way, for now it's just practice, so they are trying to make something not related to the main wings.
先にガラスマットを敷いて、その上からポリエステル樹脂をローラーでコロコロと。
くるっとるっと。
ああ、ダメダメ。もっとしっかり塗り込まないと。やってるわよ。隅っこの方はハケを使って。樹脂をつけすぎないで。分かってるわよ。うるさいな。気泡が残ってると空洞ができて、そこだけ強度が弱くなっちゃう。そしたらまた折れちゃうんだから。
Why are you so harsh to Amane? As Amane stood beside me, teaching me about piloting, she seemed to have a hurt expression on her face. Are you okay, Amane? Oh, don't you want to just hug her? She answered, still with that hurt look about her. It seems like Amane has a complex about her lack of dexterity. What just happened? Oh, Amane and I were doing pilot training using the simulator.
旋回中、ラダーの操舵量が少なかったり、タイミングが遅いと打ち滑りを起こす。逆にラダーを使いすぎたり、タイミングが早いと外滑りする。
Slipping in or slipping out are the terms used to refer to diagonal movement of the glider. This is caused when you're trying to turn, but the nose is not pointing in the right direction.
内滑りも外滑りも相対風に対してグライダーの向きがずれるから揚力の低下が発生してしまう。
That means that if the glider is moving through the air at a decent speed, even if there is no wind at all, it is still the same as if it were taking wind from the direction in which it is. I guess there's facing missing. That is what is known as relative wind. So if the glider is moving diagonally, the wind hits diagonally too. This means if the glider takes the wind from the front, the functions of that aircraft are maximized. When a man says that there will be a reduction in lift, it's because it cannot take the wind directly from the front.
旋回中はそうでなくても揚力が低下するから、内滑りや外滑りをするとかなりの高度をロスすることに。失礼します。
Oh, Akari. Akari Komoi, the vice president of the student council, entered the garage.
やあ、副会長。
こんにちは、望月先輩。
There they have it! I love this game. No? It's fun. It's absolutely my favorite game I do at the moment for my channel. It's actually the favorite game I do absolutely at the moment. And you know, my biggest gripes are with the translation and the cutting and yeah. And was it the patch? No, it wasn't, because we saw that Agea was talking to Kotori. And in the text referred to her as Kotori, but in speech that didn't. So yeah, it's a great game! Imagine what this game could have been if they made the translation really decently. Hi. Our eyes meet, so I lower my head in a bow.
こんにちは、Minase-kun.
Minase-ku. See, not Aoi, Minase-ku. Akari looks around the garage and nods with approval.
ちゃんと活動なさっているようですね。
ああ、まるで部活のようだろ。
Of course they stop talking when I take a sip. She says with pride because these are club activities after
とこ
all.
ろで、何か用かい？
I guess she just dropped in to see that we are not cheating.
少し様子を見に来たんです。あの時は状況が状況だったので。
As you can see, we are doing very well.
ええ、見ればわかるわ。
She's really concerned. That makes her nice. For some reason, I feel that she has a bit of a sharp tongue when talking to me. Well, she's your senior. It seems like Vice President Akari Komoi is looking at me like she's assessing me. Well,
確かにお人よしそうな顔してるわね。悪人ではなさそうだけど。油断ならないわ。
I don't know what this is about, but okay. Aoi didn't get that, but I did, so I'm just puzzled. What is it?
いえ、何でも。
Does she have a problem with me? Akari heads over to the other two working at the back of the garage.
少し見せてもらってもいいかしら。
あかりさん、どうぞどうぞ。こんなもんでどうかしら。いいんじゃないかな。
これは FRP ね。何を作っているの？
お皿よ。
Okay.
練習してるんです。グライダーの翼を作るんですけど、いきなり本番じゃ失敗した時困るんで。あとはこれが固まるのを待つのよね。そしたら磨いて色を塗って。
Kotori mumbled to herself as she checked her notes.
ハバネさん、使い終わったローラーやハケはすぐ洗い流した方がいいわ。樹脂が固まってしまうと使えなくなってしまうから。
そうだった。
Kotori hurriedly goes to wash them. That was a close one. She almost ruined some of the equipment we just had bought.
それから硬化剤を混ぜた樹脂は温度が高いほど固まりやすいから、容器はなるべく日陰か涼しい場所に置くといいわ。
Thank you. Katori wiped her wet hands on her skirt, made a note of Akari's advice.
主翼作りは長丁場になるから、そういうことも考えておかないといけないんだね。
Agea also looks like she's thinking seriously. After confirming that the other two were doing proper club activities, relieved she came back over to us.
うまくいっているようですね。
ああ。
Amane answered proudly. She looked happy to be praised like that.
ところで、実はもう一つ要件があるんです。
Oops. I'm not sure what's happening today with my fingers.
副部長を決めていただけないでしょうか。
Second in charge? The other two working at the back of the garage stop and turn their attention this way.
ええ。
And who the second in charge gets? Ha! I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger today. I'm sorry. We will explain and experience in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. As always, it has been a pleasure. I will see you next time. Bye bye!